The militant Islamists believed tourism was a legitimate target, propping up what they saw as a godless regime. 2 months before Luxor, 10 Germans were murdered in Cairo. At the time, the imprisoned leaders of the Gamma al-Islamiyya had called a ceasefire. Lawyer al-Zayat was trying to negotiate their release from prison. But to escape arrest, some of the group's more radical leaders had fled to Afghanistan. Defying the ceasefire, they continued to direct groups of armed militants within Egypt.
It would appear that there was some kind of breakdown in communication between the armed fighters on the ground inside Egypt and their leadership that had fled Egypt. Communication had broken down after the ceasefire.
It was from Afghanistan that 2 dissident Gamma al-Islamiyya members ordered an attack in Luxor. They operated from the camps of Osama Bin Laden, who was starting to form an organised terror group, al-qaeda.
Here to this mountain, this high mountain, yeah, and yeah, al-Basra mountain.
In Luxor, few witnesses have come forward, but the group finally get permission to visit the hills where the gunmen fled.
They don't know. They don't know. Yeah, we do.
You know the pathway?
Yeah, the pathway.
Raghab Ramadan was near the police checkpoint when he heard the exchange of gunfire.
In this time, they are all together and they follow each other. They kill one here, the first, and then the 5 in the
pathway.
In the pathway moment.
This is
how long was it? How long was it?
Yeah, really.
Half an hour?
More.
More?
Yeah, can be 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, like this. Till they are, yeah, till they are dead.
Okay, this security up there, was that there at the time, or is this new since?
No, that's new, yeah.
It's
new, yeah.
This, one of the things that came from it was that there wasn't enough security prior to the massacre.
Yeah,
before that.
Before the art secretary, the people, they are very, very good here, you know, and nothing has happened before. Inside the people from here.
It's Shoko's last night in Cairo. She wants to take spices back for her mother. Shoko and her father feel they've made progress. Tomorrow, they've finally secured a meeting with the Interior Ministry. It should provide the official version of events. Hiroshi wants to know why tourists were so poorly warned and protected in an area so close to Egypt's internal war. He wants the official police report. But the ministry is keen to pin the blame outside Egypt.
The Luxor incident was planned and funded by elements that had fled abroad. Egypt was requesting the extradition of these elements from many countries, but these requests were not met.
To the Yamashtas, the ministry's assurances that the terrorist threat inside Egypt has been removed is of little comfort. They have left the meeting without the official police report. Shoko is concerned about why the gunmen turned to violence.
I think it's a serious problem. If poverty drove them to it, then the Egyptian people must think about what they can do to enrich the minds of young people for the future.
In Luxor, Hans is also finding himself coming to conclusions about how to move on.
These people have their own culture. It's just different from ours. And I want to stop judging them all the time. We can't keep comparing them. We have to accept them the way they are and look first with the positive sides. If we could start doing this, then we'll be able to have a dialogue.
For John, dialogue is less important than Karina's memory.
I'm not here for the political side, really, because at the end of the day, whatever we achieve here isn't going to change things. If we can achieve in having a plaque or a monument put up at the site, I would love that. That's a personal goal of mine, because that would be a great step forward.
入り口の総裁殿の入り口のところに、4、5人の人が銃を持って、警備をされてましたね。
Hiroshi Yamashita still believes that the poor security at Luxor could constitute grounds for a legal case against the Egyptian government. On the final day together, the families have been granted an audience with the governor of Luxor. He will be given the petition asking for a memorial and will make a decision about it. But he begins with a speech.
We have a lot of other economic activities like agriculture. In fact, we've now reached a level of 42,000 acres of cultivated land.
For 30 minutes, the governor is intent on selling Luxor to the group. But it's not why the families are here.
We have managed to reclaim about 1,285 square kilometres of land from the desert.
For us, for our story, for our families, for the persons that were lost, we have not received the story of what happened to them that day. Only you have the evidence, and we have come to seek that evidence.